You know that moment? The one where you're lying in bed staring at the ceiling thinking, why? Why did I do that? You told yourself you'd only buy one thing online, but somehow, your cart was full. You swore you wouldn't text your ex, but your thumb betrayed you. You promised yourself you'd start working at 7 a.m. sharp, and yet there you are, watching cat videos at noon. We've all been there. The strange truth? Your brain is designed to make bad decisions. Not because it hates you, but because it's trying to help you. Sounds crazy? Stay with me. Today we're going to explore why your brain makes these wild choices, and more importantly, how you can finally outsmart it. Let me take you back in time. Imagine early humans living in wild forests, surrounded by predators. Decision-making was about survival. Run or stay. Eat this or starve. Trust this tribe or walk away. That same survival machine still sits inside your head. Today, we call it the brain. And inside it, two minds are constantly wrestling for control. The first is the fast, emotional, instinctive part. It's the inner voice that shouts, "Go! Buy it now! Say it! Do it!" Psychologists call this System 1. It's fast, automatic, and makes decisions in the blink of an eye. The second, the slower, logical, thoughtful part. System 2. It says, "Wait, think about it. Let's weigh the pros and cons." But here's the plot twist. System 1 runs most of your life because your brain loves saving energy. Thinking deeply takes effort, and your brain, it's always looking for the shortcut. So what happens when System 1 takes the wheel? Your brain uses mental shortcuts, or what scientists call cognitive biases. They're like tiny traps disguised as helpful assistants. Let me tell you a few stories. You meet someone at a party, and they seem confident, charismatic, and smart. Instantly, you assume they must be a good person. That's called the halo effect. Your brain took a shortcut. Or you go shopping and see a fancy watch listed as originally 10,000 rupees, now 5,000 rupees. It feels like a bargain, even if you don't need a watch. That's anchoring bias. The first number set the tone for what feels reasonable. Or let's say your friend wins big on a lottery ticket, and suddenly you're convinced you should buy one too. That's the availability heuristic. Your brain wrongly believes the odds are better because it happened nearby. Then there's confirmation bias. You believe something is true, so you Google it. But guess what? You only click the articles that support your belief and ignore the ones that challenge it. We all do it, often without realizing. And my personal favorite? Loss aversion. Imagine you find 500 rupees on the street. You're happy, sure. But lose 500 rupees from your wallet? That pain feels way worse. Our brains hate losing way more than they love gaining. These biases evolved to help our ancestors survive when decisions had to be made fast. The problem? They don't translate well to modern life. They cause bad investments, poor relationship choices, procrastination, and endless regret. So if your brain is playing tricks on you, who's actually running the show? Here's where emotion comes in. There's a tiny almond-shaped part of your brain called the amygdala. It handles fear, pleasure, and emotional responses. In intense moments, your amygdala can completely hijack your logical thinking. Ever screamed back at someone during an argument, only to regret it later? That was an amygdala hijack. Your brain went into survival mode. Logic got locked out. We like to believe we're logical creatures who sometimes feel emotions. Neuroscience says it's the opposite. We're emotional creatures who sometimes think logically. Now let's talk about habits. Your brain loves routines because they save energy. In fact, studies show about 40% of your daily activities are not choices, but habits. Some are good, brushing your teeth, drinking water. Others, not so good, scrolling endlessly on social media, late-night snacking, doom scrolling the news. Habits feel automatic because they are. They're stored in a part of the brain called the basal ganglia. Once a habit loop forms, trigger, routine, reward, it becomes incredibly hard to break. It explains why people stay stuck in toxic patterns even when they know better. But your brain isn't entirely to blame. Your environment plays a sneaky role too. Supermarkets place the priciest items at eye level. Fast food ads are designed to trigger cravings. Social media algorithms are engineered to keep you scrolling just one more post. Even lighting, colors, and music in shops are chosen to manipulate your mood. Free will? You have it. But it's under constant attack. So, what do? Is there a way to outsmart this beautifully flawed brain of ours? Yes. It starts with awareness. Just understanding that biases exist makes you less likely to fall for them. Next, slow down. Take a pause before making important decisions. Ask yourself, am I reacting emotionally or thinking logically? Another powerful trick? Pre-commitment. Make decisions ahead of time, when you're calm. Set up auto deductions to save money. Plan healthy meals for the week. Schedule screen-free hours before bed. You're designing your environment so your future self makes better choices. Checklists work too. Pilots and surgeons use them to avoid catastrophic mistakes. They work just as well for everyday life. Want to improve your diet? Write a shopping list? Want to stick to your workout plan? Schedule it in your calendar. Mindfulness and meditation are also proven tools. Regular practice strengthens your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for focus and decision-making. It gives you space between the impulse and the action. And finally, don't be afraid to ask for feedback. A second opinion can expose blind spots your brain is too biased to see. The truth is, you will never fully eliminate bad decisions. That's impossible. But you can build systems that make the good decisions easier and the bad ones harder. Your brain is not your enemy. It's just working with an ancient operating system in a modern world. Once you understand its flaws, you hold the power to rewrite the script. Imagine the difference: fewer regrets, better habits, stronger relationships, more control over your money, your time, and your energy. It's all possible. You just have to outsmart the system. So the next time you ask yourself, why did I do that? Smile and remember you're human. Your brain was doing exactly what it's designed to do. But now, you know better. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more psychology and self-improvement videos. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.